A very good evening to you. The month is well represented, as you can see. It is the first day of February 2025. This is KUTV Weekend Live, and here we have lots of stories that are lined up for you. But first, the highlights. State appointments revoked. President William Ruto implements shake-up in 2 key state agencies as he revokes key appointments in the Pyrethrum Processing Company of Kenya and the Tanathi Waterworks. Who is behind abductions? Chief Justice Martha Koome condemns the spate of abductions in the country as she calls for adherence to the rule of law. Women leadership empowerment. KUTV promises to engage women in leadership positions nationwide in a bid to strengthen women's leadership. A looming strike. Doctors at Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital to down their tools over unhonored CBA agreements as KMPDU threatens to put counties on notice over unmet agreements. Remember that this broadcast is live across all our social media platforms. YouTube, it's KUTV News Kenya. On X, it's KUTV_Kenya. Lucy Kiari is our sign language interpreter tonight. My name is Ochieng. Cynthia. Weekend Live starts right now. Now, President William Ruto has revoked the appointment of Joe Okwara Ager as the chairperson of the Pyrethrum Processing Company of Kenya, a move seen as part of an ongoing shake-up in key state agencies. Ager had been appointed to the role in May 2023 with the mandate to oversee the revival of the struggle Pyrethrum. Now, Kindiki, rather to some stories, still governance, Deputy President Kithure Kindiki has reaffirmed the government's commitment to advancing education system in the country. Speaking at Jamhuri High School, he assured government's support for providing relevant, inclusive and quality education. Kindiki also emphasized the importance of fostering ethics and integrity in the education system as part of national development. He also lauded the government for implementing much reform in education sectors, stating that much is yet to be done.
Continue to support, as government, the implementation of the competence-based curriculum to ensure that our learners and graduates fit into the international and global systems in employment opportunities, entrepreneurship, and even further studies. The government will continue to emphasize the values of ethics and integrity in our education system curriculum as part of our nation-building initiatives, strengthening the software of the nation, fighting corruption and other vices that bedevil our society today.
Fine. Now, the Kenya Women Parliamentary Association, KUTV, has promised to continue engaging women across the country to strengthen women's leadership The association claims that women's leadership, especially in northeastern regions, remains low, citing religious and cultural norms as obstacles preventing them from rising to leadership positions.
Funza hawa jinsi mambo ya kufile case kutumia mtandao, sisi tunaitwa e-filing au electronic filing. Pia tumefunza mambo ya urithi au succession, funza mambo ya kesi ya jinai, criminal cases, mambo ya kesi ya mashamba, na pia wamepata nafasi ya kutuuliza maswali. Na tumejaribu kadri ya uwezo yetu kujibu maswali yao.
Explained case flow in succession matters. We have explained case flow in traffic matters, civil matters, land cases, and the input that they have given us and the views that they have expressed, we will take.
Now, that story will be ready in a few, but for now, we're taking a short breather. We'll be back. Welcome back. Now, Kenyan politics unfolds like your favorite daytime soap opera, filled with drama, betrayals, and of course, Alliance Shakira, the Nairobi's matatu on patrol duty. This is By the Way, and we begin tonight's special package with what can only be described as Father's Day, the political edition.
Yes, Baba, the ODM figure himself is off on a pilgrimage to Addis Ababa. It's unclear if this trip is political or divine, but one thing is for sure, he's heading to the promised land, Canaan.
Luo homestead, and Luos are naturally polygamous. So we have a man with 3 wives. The first wife faces the gate.
Rumor has it, the man is looking for burning bushes, though you might suspect it might be diplomatic fires he's stalking.
Ni mwaka ambaye baba yetu ataenda kuwa chairman ya African Union. Tulingoja hii mwaka sana.
Lazima tuanzie hapo chini kama vile mimi nilianza kwa umakanga mpaka penye mimi niko sahihi. Si Mungu ni mkubwa jameni.
Meanwhile, back home,
Sibaleni gani tena?
We are here today to review the recently concluded ODM primaries, grassroots elections.
the prodigal children are scrambling for identity.
Kusema baba achaguliwe hii si ni katiba. Kusema ya kwamba kibarua ya kuzozana kisiasa tungoje 2027 sini kwa sheria.
There is a time for everything, and that is what our people must understand.
So mtu asichukue kazi yangu kwa njia ambayo haifai. Hiyo ndio kazi Mungu amenipatia.
Leading the pack,
Mulinituma bunge nizungumze ama ninyamaze. Mambo kama ni mbaya niseme ama nisiseme.
It is none of your business, you who is outside the executive, to dictate to me how I should conduct myself.
is seemingly
Wanasema Sifuna nyamaze tu ati kwa sababu kuna watu waliingia kwa serikali.
adamant ODM's first son.
Ndani ya chama changu cha ODM wamesahau chama kilitoka wapi.
So you continue playing a role of criticizing the government.
But poor Sifuna,
Kila mtu ana upendo wake pale anachagua.
it's like he's been left home alone.
Kenyans ni wale. Yeah. Na watajua vile watafanya.
27 si tumesema we are supporting William Samoei Ruto 100%, na mimi naongea hapa kama mwenyekiti wa chama cha ODM Kakamega.
Mimi ni katibu mkuu wa chama cha ODM.
With the family empire crumbling,
Kama wewe umechoka na ODM, ingia tu kwa Ruto direct.
His political siblings are packing their bags.
Mheshimiwa Ruto ndiye kwa rais, alikampeni miaka 9 straight. Alipoingia deputy president alianza campaign.
Moving out of Baba's house and running to a new father.
Saa hii tayari ameanza campaign. Msiwachilie hii mtu atembee bila nyinyi pia kutembea. Nataka vile tumeanza hivi, yeye akienda mahali tunaongea na wananchi, yeye pia anasema yake, si ndio?
Umewahi kukaa kwa nyumba iko na stima?
Suddenly, UDA looks like a political adoption agency, and there may be a new Baba in town.
Wacheni kuhara mapema. Siasa bado.
Anasema ati watu wameanza kuhara. Lakini ukisikiliza watu wake vile wanaongea, hao jamaa wameingia baridi.
Sisi tunazidi kuunga Mheshimiwa Rais mkono kwa juhudi zake za kuunganisha Wakenya wote wawe kitu kimoja.
It's hard to lead a flock when the sheep are running towards greener pastures, or in this case, yellow ones.
Na hii stima kisha kwa nyumba yako, nyumba zingine za hapa umetoa karibu milioni 8.
Kenyan politics.
Uwezi toka kule umetoka huko ukuje ujue ulikuwa serikalini alafu uanze kusema msikae alafu tukule nini?
The drama never stops.
Kama sasa wewe unaniambia ati haungechukua kazi kwa sababu ya hii serikali. Mbona hukuja nyumbani kuniambia tutafanya nini?
Even when the power does.
You understand?
Sababu yule jamaa alinipea mitego kwamba nipeleke kule State House ninase Raila Odinga.
Harun,
mimi mwenyewe nilimwambia usiguze mlima akaguza. Si ndio?
By the way,
hiyo mitego nikapeleka kwake wa Munyoro. Ikatega yeye. Na sasa Raila tunapeleka huko AU.
Thank you, Manuel Kutosi, for that story. Now, the Kenya Medical Practitioners, Pharmacists and Dentists Union, KMPDU, has called on the government to work on the components of the Social Health Authority that are not working for Kenyans, particularly the inability of level 4, 5, and 6 hospitals to cater for the outpatient clients, a situation that forces many to rely on out-pocket expenditure to access medical care at the facilities. The union, led by its Secretary General, Dr. Davje Teller, spoke during a meeting by the union. The union has also put on notice county governments that are yet to implement the most important parts of the return to work formula, particularly the pending promotions for doctors and the provision of medical insurance. Now, the Moi University Council has sent former Vice Chancellor Professor Isaac Kosgei on a compulsory 8 months accumulated leave, and in his place appointed Professor Kiplangat Kotut as the acting Vice Chancellor. The council, chaired by Professor Noah Midamba, has also sent Professor Kosgei 2 deputy Vice Chancellors, Professor Isaac Njuguna Kimenji and Professor Henry Kirimi Kariamiti, on substantial leave. The council has appointed Professor Haemba Ongeti as the acting deputy Vice Chancellor for Academics, Research, Extension and Students' Affairs.
To announce the following changes that have taken place in the leadership of Moi University. Number 1, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Isaac Kosgei, began his 8 months annual leave on Thursday, January 30, 2025. Secondly, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic Research and Extension and Student Affairs, Professor Isaac Kimengi, has proceeded on a 1-year sabbatical leave. Thirdly, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Administration Planning and Strategy, Professor Engineer Henry Kiriamiti, has proceeded on a 1-year sabbatical leave. The Chief of Finance Officer and legal officers have been suspended. Interviews were undertaken and the following outstanding scholars with impeccable credentials and experience were identified to lead the Moi University in the interim. Their acting appointment were effective from Friday, the 31st of January 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor to announce the new acting Vice Chancellor of Moi University, Professor Kiplagat Kutu, sitting right next to me. I also have the pleasure to announce the new acting Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic Research and Extension, Student Affairs, Professor Kaemba Ungeti.
Now, more pressure towards addressing the trifling cases of abductions in the country has been targeted towards national security instruments, with Chief Justice Martha Koome adding her voice in condemning them. The abductions of descendants has stirred the nation, with cases in court, even in the talk of creation of public commissions inquiry on the matter.
These killings cannot just be wished away. It is too heavy a price for the country to pay.
Speaking on the matter that has attained public attention, Azimio Principal and Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka has lauded Public Service Cabinet Secretary Justin Muturi's proposal, who has recently become a vocal critic on the ongoing abductions, on the formation of a public commission of inquiry into the root cause of the abductions.
Abducted and killed. That is the whole truth. Therefore, I agree with Mheshimiwa Muturi that this country needs to set up a commission of inquiry into the whole matter of these illegal, illegitimate, unfortunate abductions.
The buck stops with William Ruto, the president and the commander-in-chief. He cannot be busy protecting Haitian women and children from gangs and abductors 12,000 kilometers away in Haiti. And Kenyan children are being killed.
If he is either unwilling or unable to stop this spate of abductions, then he has no business being in office.
Promised to end abductions. And you are busy in Congo and sending our troops to Haiti and all over. While your own people, when your own people are being abducted and being killed. This is absurd.
Chief Justice Martha Koome has condemned the spate of abductions in the nation, calling for a firm adherence of the rule of law.
So these people being abducted, if they are suspected of even committing the worst crime, murder or terrorism, though they should be brought to court and charged. They should not be held incommunicado.
Koome's sentiments coming days after the bodies of Justice Mutumwa and Martin Mwao were positively identified at the city mortuary.
As a mother and now as a grandmother, I put myself in the shoes of that parent whose child was abducted, and for days on, months on, they do not know where their child is.
The two were abducted on the 17th of December 2024 alongside Kalani Mwema, who is yet to be found.
We don't want a country that is peaceful, a country that guarantees the rights of everybody.
The spate of abductions rising from the 25th of June 2024 protest have seen several people turn up dead, with others yet to be found.
And what that means that the abductions that are going on are either committed by some of the security operatives or with the connivance or sufferance of the security apparatus. And that must be called out.
in a move welcomed by Law Society of Kenya President Faith Odhiambo. Rarieda MP Otende Amolo has committed to lead a team of the society's lawyers to sue the government of abduction and protest-related deaths.
The LSK is going to sue on behalf of all those who have been killed, either during the demonstrations or subsequently. I told her I will support that, and I'll be very glad to lead the team without any apology.
We have not seen any arrests arising from the Gen Z protest to the current abductions. Nothing is going on in our country.
In a statement on Friday, police addressed the lack of clarity on the reports alleging the discovery of Justice Mutuma's body, one of the 3 men reportedly abducted in Mlolongo on the 17th of December last year, saying police recovered the body of the deceased on December the 18th last year, a day after his disappearance, and that it has remained at the city mortuary as part of an active murder investigation.
The National Police Service to give us tangible answers. You can't deny and say you don't know what is happening. It's not you who has arrested. It's not you who has abducted. And yet at the very same time, it's your same police officers who are saying they have found the body, yet you're saying you do not know.
Reports on the discovery of Mutuma's body at the city mortuary emerged during a court appearance by Inspector General Douglas Kanja alongside Director of Criminal Investigation Boss Amin Mohammed, where they denied knowing the whereabouts of the 3 men abducted in Mlolongo.
Or you need to tell us who is the person killing Kenyans. Today I saw a clarification by IPOA saying that they have not said they cannot investigate. I hope they will show us by action.
Earlier this week, IPOA chairperson Isaac Hassan said that although the public claims of the abductions of being carried out by police units, the National Police Service denial of involvement prevents the authority from launching any investigations unless the police acknowledge responsibility.
There's burnout, and so we are going to go back to Parliament, meet with the Committee on Administration of Justice and National Security, and get them to give us more funding.
Talking about murder in the case of one body and the other one, death by drowning. And they want the country to believe that that is actually the true story.
Emmanuel Kutosi, KUTV.
Now, the Kenya Women Parliamentary Association, KEWOPA, has promised to continue engaging women across the country to strengthen women's leadership. The association claims that women leadership, especially in northeastern regions, remains low, citing religious and cultural norms as obstacles preventing them from rising to leadership positions. Now to the next story. The judiciary stakeholders drawn from Koibatek and Mogotio sub-counties have been called to embrace the electronic case filing system as a means to improve efficiency in the judiciary system. Speaking on Friday at the Eldama Ravine Court during the Judiciary Dialogue Day, which marked across the country, Senior Principal Magistrate Richard Koech said the system has streamlined cases management and made the process more efficient. Koech's statement were echoed by Resident Magistrate Wilson Kitur, who also emphasized the importance of public engagement.
Kufunza mambo ya kufile case kutumia mtandao, sisi tunaitwa e-filing au electronic filing. Pia tumefunza mambo ya urithi au succession, funza mambo ya kesi ya jinai, criminal cases, mambo ya kesi ya mashamba, na pia wamepata nafasi ya kutuuliza maswali. Na tumejaribu kadri ya uwezo yetu kujibu maswali yao.
Explained case flow in succession matters. We have explained case flow in traffic matters, civil matters, land cases, and the input that they have given us and the views that they have expressed, we will take into account in order to improve services. They have also raised concerns about how they can get near hearing dates. So as a court, we are doing everything to make sure that their cases are heard in good time.
Wameuliza maswali ambayo imekuwa ikiwasumbua, ingine zimejibiwa, na nafikiri pengine yale haijajibiwa haitakuwa shida zaidi kwa sababu itajibiwa wakati ingine.